Hey guys, so you should be getting your notes from the sub and filling them out. All the completed note set is on iTunes U. It shouldn't take you very long to get through that. It's pretty much a review of things that we've said before, just relating it to sports now. So along with this, once you get it done, you should get a project. And so the project is you're going to take Newton's three laws and you're actually going to display them. And you're going to have three options. So we're going to work in pairs. No, you're not going to work in fours. No, you're not going to work in threes. If you want to, you can work by yourself, but the largest group number there is going to be twos. So moving on to the next page. So this first page is really just reviewing the three laws of motion. You should pretty much know what they are already. So this is your first option, and that's to make a book. A couple of things here is you're still going to do all three laws. So at some point you're still going to do all three laws. You still have to state each law written in your textbook from your notes, or you can get it straight from, if you want to, you can get it from the internet, from another source, from physicsclassroom.com, whatever you want. They're all pretty much going to say the same thing. You're going to provide two pictures that illustrate each law. So for first law, you have to have two pictures. For second law, you have to have two pictures. For third law, you have to have two pictures. They can be from magazines, photographs that you take of yourself. Newspapers can be printed off and cut from the internet. So you really have limitless options there. Please, please, please make sure that they're school appropriate. And if you have to ask if it's school appropriate, then it's not school appropriate. Either way. So they have to be in color, so make sure that they are in that. It's stated right there, because we want these to look good so I can display them, and that way you actually have a good product. Along with each one of these, you're going to write a paragraph describing how this picture illustrates the law. The paragraphs must be at least 5 sentences. So you are relating the picture to the actual law, and you're explaining how that goes with them. So altogether, your nice little booklet's going to have 7 pages, a cover page, and then 2 for each law. So that's your first option. All right, option number 2, very, very, very similar. You can do, except instead of making a hard copy book, you're actually making an electronic copy of something. So you can do a PowerPoint presentation or an equivalent computer program. So things that could mean is you could do, what's the one that zooms in and out? Whatever. The one that's very similar to PowerPoint. So you could use that one. You could do anything else as far as an app that's on your iPad that you're comfortable with. So this is pretty much an electronic version of a hard copy book, but all laws still apply. You're still having to do 2 for each one of them. You still have to write a paragraph that goes with each one of them. You still have to provide a picture from each one of them, and they have to be in color. And again, you're writing a 5-sentence paragraph to explain how each one of those actually goes with your 3 laws. So you'll have, just like you had 7 pages previously, this time you're going to have 7 separate slides. So same criteria, except that instead of it being instead of it being a hard copy, now it's going to be an electronic copy. All right, third and final option that you have, and this is probably the one that I like the most, is you're not going to do a hard copy book, you're not going to do an electronic copy book, you're actually going to make a video. So make a video or movie presentation using those 3. I think this is really good because you have your iPad with you. You can actually do this. There is plenty of movie software out there, and if you have questions about what kind of movie software you can use as far as apps that are free, I'll definitely help you out with that. And I can give you some examples and work with you on that. But I think for the most part, for most entertaining and the one that's easiest to do, I would definitely use this one. It's pretty cool. Okay, so things that you still have to do. You're still having to state each law, but instead of having to write it out, you get to say it. Your group must record yourselves accurately demonstrating each of Newton's laws. You must have 2 different demonstrations. So you're still doing 2 for each one of them. Again, demonstrations must be school appropriate. So no type of physical altercations between people. Gentlemen, please don't get out of hand with this as far as in the classroom or anything with that. No, you can't hit each other. No, you can't jump on each other. No, you can't kick on each other. Pretty much there should be no physical contact between people. So again, that's school appropriate. 3, after each demonstration, there must be an explanation on camera while the demonstration is occurring, or after the demonstration, and how this illustrates the law. So the explanation should not just be 1 sentence or 2 sentences or just a phrase. You're actually trying to explain in about a paragraph about how it actually relates to it. So instead of you having 7 pages or 7 slides or 7 pieces to it, you're going to have 7 video segments. So again, your introduction with your name, what period you're in, and the date, and all that good stuff. And then you're going to have a 2 segments for each video clip. So as far as doing this, I think this is the coolest option, and probably the one that I'm going to want to grade the most and probably be easiest on. So I would definitely tend to sway you towards this one. All right, this is the last one. This is how you're going to get graded. So whether it's a book, a video, or a slideshow, you're all going to get graded the same way. So notice that quality of format is a big thing. It's easy to read, it's visually pleasing, so there's that of you making it look good and it going on with it. If you're missing something, you're getting down to about a 50 or 5% or 50% of what you can make out of that, and there's little or no, or there's missing information, you get a 0. So please, please, please don't do that. Notice that you're going to get evaluated 2 ways. You're going to get evaluated by your peers, because you are going to present this at some point, and then you're going to get evaluated by yourself. So you're getting 2 ways that you can go about this. I know that we could all very easily give each other hundreds. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to let that happen. So if I don't think it's fair judging or fair grading, then I'm not going to give you that grade. So then each law itself actually is going to have a point breakdown for each one of them. So you're gonna, if you have the law stated, great, and if it's accurate, you get 4 out of 4 points. If you have 2 pictures and both pictures present and are appropriately illustrated, which means you have the forces on them, then you get 8 out of 8 points. And if you have your complete paragraph, which is 5 or more sentences, then you get 8 out of 8 points. So you just completing it is more of it, and you completing it accurately. So making sure you state the law accurately, making sure the pictures are labeled accurately, and then you have your paragraph that explains it accurately. So you're doing that for all 3 laws. A couple things that most people are probably wanting to know is, when is this due? Well, this is going to be due next Friday, which is the 7th of November. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, write them down, but once you have all your notes finished, you should go ahead and probably get started on this. All right, talk to you later.